Good morning, students. Today I am telling you the summary of the chapter The Last Stone Mason from your book, main course book. Now, in the beginning of the chapter, you will find that the old stone mason's son leaves. Stone mason is a person who cuts stones and shape it into a statue. They make buildings, they carve the stones and turn them into beautiful pieces. So the old stone mason son leaves. In the beginning of the chapter you will find the stone mason son was tired of making sculptures solely for temples. It did not generate enough income. He wanted to leave Srinagar, his father and his kind of work, so that he could earn money by catering to the tourist trade. The old stone mason explained to his son that money alone was not important, but his son was resolute and decided to leave Srinagar and mass produce like the others in Agra. The old stone mason was helpless, unable to convince his son. He sat motionless, unaware of time and place as his son stormed out, leaving him alone. So students, in the beginning, the stone mason's son leaves him. And why he leaves him? Because he was tired of making sculptures for temples only. So he wanted to go away from Srinagar and he wanted to shift to Agra to produce more and more things for the tourist, and he want to earn more money. So he left the old stone mason helpless. The old stone mason could not convince his son that he should stay there with him. So after leaving his son, the old stone mason was motionless, unaware of time and place as his son stormed out. His son went out in anger and left him alone. Now next in the chapter you will find Salim. Salim, the servant boy, had brought a glass of steaming tea for the old craftsman, that stone mason, Master Ji. He called out in concern. The stone mason looked old and tired. He told Salim that soon he would be the last stone mason left in Srinagar. He feared that all the others would leave for Agra and produce cheap candlesticks, paperweights and ashtrays by the dozen. They would make money but betray their skill and age-old tradition. Salim, the orphan boy who had been given shelter by the old stone mason 5 years ago, believed in his master. He knew that his master would make larger and more beautiful sculptures. The stone mason looked at the boy and saw a strange sadness in the eyes. Recently, he had been going to the market too often. Had he fallen into bad company? So Salim is the servant boy who used to take care of the old man. So when his son left, servant boy Salim came. He bought a cup of tea for the old man and he called out Master Ji. So the old man talked to him that he felt that only he would be left as a stone mason, others would leave for Agra like his son has left, and they will also leave to produce cheap products, candlesticks, paperweights, ashtrays in dozen. They would make money but they would betray their skill. Betray means cheat. They would cheat their skill, their art, age-old tradition. Salim, who is Salim now? That it has been also told that Salim was an orphan boy. Orphan boy means the child whose parents are not alive. So Salim was an orphan boy who came to the old man 5 years ago, and he was in very poor condition at that time. So the old man gave him shelter, and Salim used to take care of the old man since then. He knew that his master would make larger and more beautiful sculptures. The stone mason looked at the boy and saw a strange sadness in his eyes. So since Salim used to live with him for 5 years, so he had been worried about him, that maybe he is falling in the bad company. Now next you will find in the chapter the last sculpture. Here it is talked about that the old man was working on a statue. The old man sighed and picked up the chisel and hammer. Chisel is a metal tool with a sharp end, flat and sharp end, which helps to cut the stone. So he picked up his chisel and hammer. He loved his work. The old man worked tirelessly without taking rest. From morning till late at night, he worked on the sculpture of Lord Krishna. He didn't feel hunger. He didn't feel thirst. It was his biggest piece, his best. It would also be his last. Soon his shoulders began to ache and his eyes grew tired. Then his vision blurred. He sank to his eyes and prayed. Things would have been different if only Gopal had been there. Gopal had not been the best of craftsmen, but he was good and strong. Gopal was able to chip off the stone efficiently. But there was something missing in his fingers. That something which could not have been taught. Salim said that something came from inside, from the heart. So the old man, he was working on a sculpture of Lord Krishna. He continuously worked from morning till evening. He did not feel hunger, did not feel thirst, because it was the biggest piece and his best work. And he also thought that it would be the last work of his. So he was thinking about his son, that if his son would have been Gopal, what is the name of the son? Gopal. If Gopal would have been there, so he would help him in the statue. So since he was working on the statues from morning till night, so his eyesight got blurred. Means vision was not clear. He sank to his eyes and prayed that his son would have been there who could help him. He also tells that Gopal had been the best craftsman. He was good and strong. Gopal was able to chip off the stone efficiently. Means he was good at chipping off the stone. To cut the stone with chisel. Chip off like you sharp your pencil with blade, you chip off the pencil. So Gopal was good at chipping off. So he was missing Gopal. He tells about his skills. He was good at chipping, but he said that he missed something that could not be taught. There is something which is inbuilt. God gives the persons, so it is God gifted. And Salim said that something came from inside, from the heart. So those who perform well in any art, it is because they do it from heart. So Salim said that something comes from heart. The old man collapses. After dinner, the old man once again took up his hammer and chisel. He worked till late in the night. He prayed for help and strength, and he prayed for his son. In the early hours of the morning, the chisel fell from his hand, and the hammer dropped off the ground to the ground. His old body sagged, falling forward limply. His forehead struck Krishna's flute and slid down the statue to rest on the pedestal. When the stonemason opened his eyes, he found himself lying on a cot in the bedroom. He suddenly heard the chipping sound of the chisel coming from the workshop. Gopal had come back. Now, since he was continuously working, the old man was continuously working, so he got very tired, and the old man collapses. Collapses means falls down because of tiredness. So here it is told that while working, he was working in the morning, he was using his chisel, so he fell, that chisel fell from his hand and he fell down. And when he got up in the morning, he found himself in the bedroom, and there was coming the sound of chipping stones, and he thought that maybe his son had come back. So at last, what was discovered? The discovery. The old stonemason reached the workshop and was shocked and stunned to see the young stone carver working on the face of the statue, on the eyebrows, arching over a pair of fine eyes. It wasn't his son sitting cross-legged before the biggest statue he had ever carved. It was Salim, his servant. So in the morning, when the old stonemason woke up, he heard the sound of chiseling the stone. He found that in the workshop, a young stonemason was carving the statue. He was working on the face, on the eyebrows of the statue. And who was that young stonemason or young carver? That was Salim, the servant. The startled boy turned and looked up at his master. The startled boy means the surprised, amazed. He turned up, looked at his master. He rose to his feet clumsily, the hammer and chisel still in his hands. Salim revealed to the old man that he had been practicing the art secretly for almost 2 years. Nothing in the world pleased him more than this art. So he was working on the statue, and he tells the old man that he was practicing for the art secretly for 2 years, and he also told that he loves that art. Would his master train him? He asked, he requested if he would also teach him. The stonemason said that there was nothing that he could teach him. He assured Salim that he would be one of the country's finest stonemasons, since he had it all in his hands and in his heart. So the stonemason said that it is already there in Salim, that he is the finest stonemason, since it has all. This art is inside him, in his heart, in his hands. So children, this is all about the last stonemason. Read the chapter from your book. I hope you would have understood the story of the chapter. Kindly read it calmly, and if face any problem, you may ask questions.